Excuse my appearance, even though my appearance don't always be the best, but this is part of the worst. So bear with me. We gonna just call it what it was. It was the fakeness ended and the realness appeared on the internet. So we're gonna just go down the line. Finally, well, not finally, because Simone has been saying that Quad is not really our friend since season 3, season 5, maybe around that time. Like around the time that she got, Quad was ushered into stardom, and she was, in Sister Circle, had the cookbook, like she was doing the things. I don't know how Quad was in medical equipment sales, I think, when she met Gregory. So she had her own money, supposedly. I don't know how much money she got or how much money you're making that. I think it is lightweight lucrative, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I'm going to be jumping all over the place in reference to this reunion because I wrote down a lot of things, but I didn't really. One thing that I will start off with is Simone and Quad. Simone and Quad will never be friends. If I was Simone and or Quad, either one of them, I would not be friends with them. Because, here's my thing. If Simone can hold a grudge for 10 years, and every year that she sees Quad, when the cameras are on, and Quad apologizes, she does the things, and then when the cameras go off, she's nowhere to be seen, that is not a friend. I get it. If Quad feels like she's been mistreated and I've given you my best on these cameras and I try the least amount to give you what you want as a friend, and then you do something vindictive because I decided not to be your friend, then I don't want to be your friend for real. So what it is hurt feelings on top of hurt feelings, and nobody wants to acknowledge anything. And the fake apologies that Heavenly has set as a precedent is getting on my nerves. Because Simone, if you don't like Quad, just say that. Just say we are going to have a surface relationship. Don't give us this BS for 4 episodes talking about I want to do better, because I was really riding for you. Even though I don't like your character on this show, I don't like how you hold grudges, I don't like how you're vindictive, I don't like how you admitted it. That because your husband was friends with Gregory, you ushered in his wife. You did that to get back at Quad. Point blank, period. Don't nobody ever gotta explain to me how I'm wrong. I will never believe it. What I do believe is when she screamed, that is your karma, that is the fact and in truth that she made friends with Letitia in order to stick it to Quad because she didn't know that Quad had a man. Because why would Quad put anything to these people when you are ushering an abuser onto this show that has not changed his behavior, by the way? He need one-on-one therapy with a therapist. He don't need couples therapy. He need to fix what's within him. And I just wish Quad and Simone would just dead it. And Cecil, if you gonna stay with your wife and love on your wife, you need to leave Quad alone. You cannot be friends with Quad and your wife don't mess with her like that. You tried your best, and it didn't work. Your wife was fake from episode 3 all the way down, when you had to force her to apologize for kicking her off the Napa trip because she did that to embarrass her. We all know that. You know that. She knows that. Quad knows that. Toya knows that. Tisha knows that. Phaedra knows that. Jackie don't care for real. She don't. So what I want to say in reference to that is that at the end of the reunion, when Quad was like, in 10 years, what have I done to you? What have I done to you in 10 years? If you tell me what it is, I will own it and I will apologize. I believe that, but Quad does have lip service. She does say things and do things, and then she ends up doing the opposite. I just feel like Quad is about 2 steps better than she was in those other seasons. Because if it was the same Quad, she would have still been like Well, you did this to me. 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 In the actual green room, when they were watching the men, Quad wasn't even saying anything in reference to you did this to me. She was saying y'all ushered them in, and that is the problem. Which is the problem. Now, they could both be right. Simone could be like, you left us out to dry, so we ushered them in. So what? But again, if they were real friends and that man admittedly said that he abused her and we watched him verbally abuse her on the show and his new wife, I'm not saying that that man can't change. I'm just saying that he ain't changed yet. That's it. And that's the end all and be all in that. And the fact, and on top of that, at the end of the reunion, when Quad and Simone did their fake apologies, it was like, I accepted. Quad knew that Simone was done because she said she was done. Andy had to tell her that I accepted. She said, I accepted it. That's fine. Then she goes to Sweet T's YouTube, does that little whack video that I did not watch. I saw them talking about a house, a Rolls Royce. And then Tisha has her YouTube video about the third part of the reunion, and she adds somebody's YouTube on her video about Quad's Rolls Royce. And she adds Heavenly with her derogatory statement about homosexual men. Did somebody else start it? Because this is why I say I don't have no sympathy for Sweet Tea. I did have about 0.5 because I did see in her, like I did feel like in the first season, she really was like a fish out of water. But she know what she doing now. She know what she doing now. So, listen. If she come back next season and Quad don't come back, let's see what type of show that she gonna have. Let's see how entertaining she is that she don't have nobody to argue with about somebody calling and talking about her husband. Quad don't even talk about Gregory. Why would she? The fact that that man was on his chair behind his wife saying that I could have got money from you. You left me, but you didn't get any money from me. Like, those are the words that are coming out of his mouth. I am over them. I don't know how this show is going to move forward because the fakery has got to stop. Toya was the sanest one this whole season. And she had a Birkin party. Like, what? Like, I don't. What else was there that happened? Like, they talking about guy code and how you're going to defend your man and blah, 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 blah. Listen, Damon and Heavenly Kimes, they are in two-step. They are one band, one sound. That is why Damon doesn't do anything when Heavenly does her crap on YouTube. She doesn't. And she is still talking about Contessa. I know the producers and the executives love this internet fodder. It makes them so much money because when they come back, they have something to talk about. They're not going to revamp this show for the next season. They're not gonna. They're going to keep the same people. They probably not going to bring back Quad and King. They need to, you know what they should do? They should definitely have Dr. Mimi. I think somebody said this. Dr. Mimi and Toya and Eugene and Steve, they need to be the anchors of the show. Let Jackie go because Toya is correct. She is boring. She is not interesting. Not interesting outside the fact that she's a doctor. She's not an entertaining person to be on TV because she doesn't engage. She doesn't engage with the people. She sits back and watch. That's not interesting. It's not. The most profound thing she did was try to get Contessa and Heavenly back as being friends, which again will never happen because Heavenly cannot keep her mouth closed and Damon won't close it. And I don't like me saying that he won't close it, meaning that if he says something to her, she's still going to do what she want to do because he agrees with whatever she does. He is going to say, my wife can say whatever she wants. It's y'all's problem that y'all don't like what she's saying. Don't do stuff to make her say nothing. That is Damon. That is Dr. Damon Kimes. There's so much fodder online talking about her son years ago had, like, one of her kids had to run in with the law. Like, all this little tidbits on the internet is so annoying when it comes after the reunion. It just feels like a setup that Todd built to come with us with the BS, and I am over it. Leave us alone with this. Get away from us with this. I'm done. This show, I tried to cape so hard for this show. I tried my best. I'm like, at the end of every one of my reviews, I still like it. I don't like it no more. I'm done. Simone is the biggest bully villain. She don't know how to regulate her emotion. She needs to go to therapy to do that. At least she wasn't loud on set. Now, Quad saying that F you, she meant that with her whole chest. And nobody can tell me different, because she knows that Simone did that to get back at her. Quad knows Simone did that to get back at her. Simone knows that she did that to get back at Quad. However way you put it, the fact that she could scream out karma. Okay, we already went over that. Set us free from Gregory. No, you know what? Set us free from putting people on a platform, Bravo, NBC, Universal, that you know cannot sing, and let them do that at the reunion. Please, let's not do that anymore. Let's normalize not having untalented people subject us to. Did you see that man with that t-shirt on? As she said in her video, copyrighted, access to the money, but then got the nerve to say Quad is after men with money when she was after men. This is why I can't be sympathetic to that woman. I cannot be sympathetic to Sweet Tea. She plays the victim. She's not the victim. And you know what, too? Funky Dineva was on Threads. I saw something, and he said that he's friends with Quad. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He said that he can't believe, paraphrasing, the vitriol that Sweet Tea gets because she is a victim. She is a victim put into a situation. Nobody is saying that she was placed in a situation that is going to be comfortable for her. No one's saying that she is not the victim. It was actually said on the reunion that, you know, King and Sweet Tea are in the battle of the exes, and they are catching strays, unfortunately. But the fact that he could put that out online, and then she put videos out about other people that she said that she squashed stuff with after the fact, she's just playing into the reality of Married to Medicine playbook. I've always said her and Heavenly are the exact same. Two sides of the same exact coin. Say what you will, say what you want. That's exactly what's going on. Where are we going with this review? This recap of this mess? I have no idea. I am grasping at straws to even think about whatever it is that else I need to say in regards to these doctors and their spouses. I feel like, I do remember something. King was really trying to drive home a point that was unnecessary, was giving forced. When Andy told him about, you know, getting married to Quad, a lot of people, let me not say a lot. There are some people, 4 people on Twitter, thanks for the read to read, 4 people on Twitter that thinks that Quad and King are like, I don't know if she paying, but like you could pretend or whatever. You know, the stolen Rolls Royce of it all. Child, allegedly, as Sweet Tea say, allegedly. But y'all go and give her a view of that video. She has somebody else content on her video talking about the Rolls Royce and the owner and how it was stolen or whatever. I don't know. I honestly don't care. If it's stolen, if she still got it, if it's stolen, so what? Let them handle whatever mess they got going on. And if they're going to be embarrassed in the world, they're going to be embarrassed in the world. Whatever. You still living in Quad's ex-house. You still married to her ex-husband. You still name things sweet and savory when you know that Quad has sweet and savory seasoning. So it's kind of like, Are we really gonna say that she's the victim? Now going back to King and Quad, I don't think that it's fake, but you really don't know in reality because, you know, the famous word, storyline. But I feel like he likes her. And if we find out that it was a fake deal to be on TV, honey, he played the part correctly. TJ, need to take some notes. Y'all need to take some notes from King, and this is how you play your part. Or another scenario, and I'm just being fun with it, is that he may really like her for real, but you know, it's nothing serious, and the contract gonna be up in the next 7 months. Anyway, I hate this for us. The reason why this show was so good is because they were real friends, and they stopped being friends about 6 years ago. Dr. Jackie could go. Heavenly definitely can go. Heavenly is going to survive without Married to Medicine. Is she going to hate not being on the show? Yes. She is going to want to stay on this show. I think that they keep her on the show because she keeps Married to Medicine in people's mouths with her YouTube. Like, that's dollar signs for them. So I really don't see them getting rid of Heavenly. And unfortunately, even though we may want it, they're not going to get rid of the three of them. They're not. I hope they bring Dr. Mimi as a full-time because I think she is an interesting person. I would love to see her and Steve's dynamic. I would love to see if they, you know, talk about maybe wanting to have, I honestly don't remember. Do they have kids or they don't have kids? I don't know. Or, you know, or planning to where are we going to go on our next holiday? You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. Like I would like to watch that. Are they going to give it to us? They probably not. They probably going to give us the same old bullcrap that they've been giving us for the last 5 years. Anyway, that's me. That's my rant and raving review of this unnecessary part, this fake part. I'm upset that I'm agreeing with Toya. I'm upset that we are going to still continue to be the same Married to Medicine that it has been for these past 5-6 years. Probably going to spot watch it next season, much like Beverly Hills. I can't not watch it because I do want to see what Kyle is going to do because, you know, Kyle ain't going nowhere. What she's going to do next season and Sutton. Like, I'm very curious as to what is going to happen without Garcelle being there to buffer. And I think that they think it was a very strategic thing that they ganged up on Garcelle. I don't think that they thought that she would leave, but they definitely wanted her demoted for sure. Yeah, that's it, guys. If y'all made it this far, this was such an all over the place type of situation because the whole thing, I was just gritting my teeth watching it, honestly. And then, you know, it was over and then I was set free. If you made it this far, I appreciate you very much. Please like and subscribe to the video. It helps the channel back in your algorithm and see all of the things that other people have going on, talking about more in the same things. And I just love seeing people with other opinions. It's very fascinating because if we were all the same, it would be boring, much like some of these housewives. Anyway, again, I love y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.